Yeah, let's do it. What's going on, YouTube? Achilles here, and today we're going to be playing an Orzhov Pixie deck. For this one, we play a bunch of permanents with an enter the battlefield style effect, and then we bounce them back with stuff like Nurturing Pixie as well as Sunpearl Kirin. And an alternative way to approach this deck is to use Temporary Lockdown to then put all those permanents under it, and then we could use the Pixie or the Kirin to bounce back the Temporary Lockdown, and then we get all the value back with all the cards that were under it. So we have a bunch of strategies in that regard, but on the top end we have Preacher of the Schism, Beza, Sheoldred, and Unholy Annex to give the deck a little push in case the self-bouncing strategy doesn't work or falls flat. And even if that fails, in our land base we have Restless Fortress as well as Mirrex to close games. So anyway, let's get right into this list. We got 4 Nurturing Pixie, 1 Grim Bauble, 4 Hopeless Nightmare, 2 Soul Guide Lantern, 4 Sunpearl Kirin, 4 Momentum Breaker, 4 Nowhere to Run, 4 Temporary Lockdown, 4 Preacher of the Schism, 1 Beza the Bounding Spring, 1 Sheoldred the Apocalypse, 2 Unholy Annex and Ritual Chamber, and for the lands we got 4 Plains, 4 Swamps, 4 Bleachbone Verge, 2 Caves of Koilos, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 4 Restless Fortress, and 2 copies of Mirrex. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos as well as member shoutouts. Let's get right into these games. I like this hand. We're going to start off with the Bleachbone Verge and just right into Hopeless Nightmare. Depending on how their turn 1 goes, will depend if I'm going to go for Cave of Koilos or Restless Fortress. I mean, sure, it probably makes more sense to go Cave of Koilos, because then I could go Nurturing Pixie, Hopeless Nightmare, or I could go Nowhere to Run. But what if there's a scenario where I want to go Preacher for turn 3 on curve? Do. You know what? Let me go for the Pixie. Preacher sounds nice, but I also want to just slowly but surely get rid of their hand. Especially since they're playing this really aggressive style deck, so can't go wrong. Just gonna have to save the Nowhere to Run. We're taking like the least amount of damage right now, so it's all good. Now they don't have a hand, which is really good for us as well. So if the Preacher sticks, we are going to be very much so ahead in this game. All depends. That sets me back by a turn. This would be very nice, right? Just get rid of everything. I don't know if I should actually do that against this style deck, because they could just reoccur or something, right? I mean, yeah, I don't want to do it. As much as I want a temporary lockdown, I just feel like I'm going to get punished for it if they use, let's say, this town ain't big enough or something. So I'm going to go for the Preacher. Although, if I did get one more mana, I could technically temporary lockdown. No, actually, that doesn't make any sense. Never mind. I was trying to think of some crazy play, but I think now a temporary lockdown makes sense. Yeah, let's do it. We'll bounce back this so we could draw a card. Which is pretty relevant right now. We're pretty much getting an extra attack on the board. And even if they do get this town ain't big enough, they're going to need a card on their board to interact with, so it gets discounted for the bounce. Alright, so we're just going to set up for game. Next turn we should have it if they don't do anything. And we get it. Alright, we start things off. I'm going to keep it. We go right into Hopeless Nightmare, and depending on how they react, we go for Sunpearl Kirin or Momentum Breaker. So what will be the move? We lose our Momentum Breaker, so we only have one choice. Okay, never mind. Oh, we got another Momentum Breaker, but I think we just bounce back the Hopeless Nightmare and either go for the double discard next turn, or they're going to lose a creature and a card from their hand. So, let's see. Do this first. They know we have it. Let's go for the swing. Alright, good old go for the throat. So now let's make them lose another card in their hand. Nice. So now by doing this we get to draw a card. That's a Sheoldred. Well then. That is a problem, guys. That is definitely much so a problem. Yeah, so this is where I go for the Hopeless Nightmare Scry. Interesting. Alright, we're good. We are totally good, actually. Keep them both on top. It's literally perfect. Go for the Kirin. But they could also make a fish in response. That's the only problem. But that also means they have to... if they use their mana, then they can't make a fish again, which will be good because then we could actually kill the breaker. Okay, I lied, guys. We're gonna not kill the breaker. We're only gonna get rid of, I mean, not kill the breaker, kill the Sheoldred. But it's fine. This is just how it is. We're just gonna get rid of the bat. And we gotta put pressure on them anyway, so I'm just gonna go for the swing. Gonna have to do this. Okay. Do it like this. Alright, big swing. So let's see how they do their next turn. Interesting, they didn't find a 5th land. They go to 7. So they could make a fish. And they also could have removal. We got it. Opponent goes first. The more I play this deck, the more I hate Restless Fortress in here. It is good in mid to late game, of course, but in these opening hands, it definitely makes me reconsider it, but I still need to do more testing. Because sure, we could go Hopeless Nightmare next turn if we don't draw a land that comes in tapped, or untapped, should I say, so. We do have a play, but we don't have... why did they do that? I guess they really don't want me to surveil or bounce it or something like that. That's fine with me, I guess. Throw a Hopeless Nightmare at him and keep the Nowhere to Run on standby. I don't want to go for Unholy Annex yet. Especially since we have lands to play on curve. Well, I guess that works. Not the best hand in the world, but we get to go first, which is a plus, so I'm going to play this Restless Fortress tapped and hope I draw one more land and then we'll be okay. If we could get to the Preacher, that'll be good, but it also depends what they're playing first. Okay. They're playing a Esper self-bounce deck, I think, as well. Could be wrong, though. Let's throw the Tithing Blade at him. Another one. Get a land, which is good. Since they don't really have much of a threat going on for them, well, with the Preacher, or not the Preacher, the Spiteful Hexmage, I'm going to play the Preacher. Even if this was a 3-2, I'd probably still go for the Preacher, just because this card gives me a ton of value every turn, so I'd rather just go for that, and they have to deal with it. Which I'm pretty sure they have something to remove the Preacher from their 5-card hand. I didn't even realize this has a little animation to it. It's cool. The sleeves with the animations are the best. In my opinion, of course. So they do that. Oh, and they get to draw off that. That is such a cool interaction. I keep forgetting. Very fancy opponent. Alright. So what's the move, you may ask? Well, we're going to go for the swing. Make a little vampire dude. Wonder what they're gonna do. Very nice. We have a 2-for-1 special. We're not even a 2-for-1. Really waste a card. Even if you could say that Nowhere to Run is the card we waste, we still get to play it later in the game. Possibly, of course, with all our good friends, such as Temporary Lockdown. But we just need to get a Pixie or a Kirin to then bounce the Lockdown back to hand so we could get all these cards to reactivate. So even before that, I want to get the second Momentum Breaker down, just so when we get to that interaction this game, if we do, we could make our opponent discard 2 once again, or depending if they have creatures. But what's really cool is, let's say they had 1 creature, this would be the thing to resolve first, and then these would resolve, and then they'd discard, so you get the value instead of Momentum Breaker resolving than this, and then you know, you want to get the discard if they don't have any creatures. That's what I'm trying to say. So they get rid of the Preacher, which isn't very nice. Temporary Lockdown is looking pretty nice for next turn. Depending on what they do, of course. But I do need another land to do the Kirin and Temporary Lockdown in the same go. I want to play this very smart. I don't want to go for the Kirin bounce Momentum Breaker just to do that. Just because I have it. It just doesn't feel right. So I'm just going to do this for now. And then Momentum Breaker probably. They're thinking alright. They let the damage go through. Alright, cool. So Momentum Breaker number 2 enters. We just slowly but surely get rid of their hand, and that's enough for them. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comments section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. I hope everyone has a great day. Take care.